Are you tired of those wacky network naming cards, names, blah, blah, blah? Let me show you what I mean. So nowadays, when you log into a Linux box and you check your card's names, in this case, it's ENS160. There are other crazy names like this one, like this one. So these names exist because the kernel is giving the network card names based on their physical aspect, like PCI slots and motherboard locations, buses, and all of that. If you change your card from slot to slot, the name may change and the configs may go wacky. So this procedure will allow you a few things. It will allow you to give the card a name you choose, so it's more predictable. So you're going to give the network card a name of your choosing, okay? And also, if you change the card from slot to slot, this is just a little bit talking about physical machines, of course, but if you change or most likely, if you change the card from slot to slot, even though the card moved slots, the name will stay the same. So this will allow you to give the card a name that you know and you can predict. And also, if you swap cards from slot to slot for some reason, the name will be kept the same. And since the names never change, the configs also will never change. Now, if you do, for the first time you do this, you're going to lose the configuration because now the card is called ENS160, and next is going to be called something of your choosing. Okay, so next it is going to be called something different of your choosing. So the current configs will break because the configs are now applied to ENS160, and now if you change, and since you're going to change the name, it's going to be applied to a different name, so it will break. So now you have an IP address. You also have some profiles here, but since I'm going to rename this card, so to speak, the configs will just get lost. So be aware that your network will break when you do this. Then you need to go back and fix your network connections. But you do this once and forever, it's the same name forever. The name will not change. So first things we do is get the card and get the MAC address here. This is my MAC address. You get yours, copy, whatever, save it. Then you go to a folder called etc, systemd, network, and now you give the card a name. Give it the number, any number, a unique number. Next, you give it the name of your choosing, then .link. So number 10 is whatever you like, just be a unique number on this folder, dash, give the card the name you want. I'm going to call it ETH0, we can call it Giga0 if it's a gigabit card. Give it the name that you will recognize and be comfortable with, .link. Inside of there, you add a section called match, and you specify, for example, MAC address equals, and you paste the MAC address, okay? You can make it a little bit more prettier. Then you add a section called link, okay? And you're going to name it ETH0. That's it. This is going to give the card the name ETH0, okay? Or whatever name you choose. I'm going to save and quit, and I'm going to reboot my system, okay? You're going to confirm this. So before I do this, just another again warning: the configs will break because now you're giving the card a different name, so the configs will break. So make sure that you have physical access to the server. You reboot, the card will get its new name forever. It's going to be this new name forever while the file exists, of course. Then you just have to reapply the configs and you're good to go. I'm going to reboot my server to show you. I'm going to make a extra step on the boot, but that's just for my system, as this is not related to the solution. Okay, so I'm going to reboot my system. Okay, and the thing I wanted to do, I missed the timing, which is fine. It doesn't really matter. So you just reboot the server. This is going to get my graphical configs a little bit wacky, but it's fine. You don't need the graphical configs for the confirmation. You just need to get your desktop. As you can see, my desktop, it's a little bit wacky now, but it's fine because I missed that timing, but it's not related to this. Next, you just open a terminal and confirm. Now it's called ETH0, like you can see here. It's called ETH0. And you just need to rebuild your configs and you should be good to go. So edit the connection, edit, and oh my god, this is the GUI, it's all wacky. So let's get this. Let's try to make this a little bit more readable. You go here to automatic. It looks fine. Look at that profile name. It's the device. It's not matching. So ETH0. You just need to fix stuff. It's fine. You just need to fix it because the name's changed. Okay. Back. Activate. Deactivate. Activate. Which DHCP of in this case quits. IPA, and everything is fine now with the new name ETH0. So as you can see here, this is going to make everything much more predictable to you. Network naming cards are going to be much predictable. The names will not change if for no reason, even if you change the card from slot to slot. It's probably easier for you to read, and life it's better for you. We are happy. I hope you like this. Like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.